More fighting tips from JP on KTC Broadcasting.
The new fall menu at Scooter's Coffee in Cherryville is now available, featuring pumpkin spice lattes, hot, high store blended, or try the new pumpkin caramelicious. And listen up, during the month of September, you get coffee free. That's right, a free regular cup of coffee all during the month of September. No other water necessary. The new Scooter's Coffee, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right in front of Walmart. Open 5:30 a.m. till 9, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9, Saturday and Sunday.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. You may remember the Ride-A-Bike Bicycle Shop that originally opened in Lincoln. Well, today, they are at East Main Avenue in downtown Gastonia, and they have all types of new and certified pre-owned bikes for sale. From Greenway to mountain bikes to electric to gravel bikes, they have them all. And they repair almost every bike and feature a full-service parts and accessory department. They'll even change out your seat to give you a more comfortable ride. Ride-A-Bike Bicycle Shop, 140 East Main Avenue in downtown Gastonia, online at rideabike.com.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha wave runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2022 VX Series with audio packages, the most-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Laurel.
Wet basement, wet crawl space, mold or mildew, Neeline Coal, moisture and water control can help. Let them control the moisture in your home to keep it safe from fungal growth, mold colonization, and its destruction. Neeline Coal, proudly serving the Carolinas. Call Neeline Coal today at 704-434-9411, extension 2, for your free estimate. That's Neeline Coal, moisture and water control.
Folks, if you are looking to buy a new metal building, let me tell you the place to go. Unrivaled Metal Buildings in Lincolnton. With over 20 years' experience, they specialize in metal carports, garages, RV covers, storage sheds, and more. They offer bank financing and a credit-free rent-to-own program. All of their units are engineered certified to meet local wind and snow requirements. Commercial sizes are available as well. Address is 2541 East Main Street, Lincolnton, or call 844-848-8676. Also, check their website out at unrivalledmetalbuildings.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. Looks like they're going to watch some highlights now.
All right.
No, we're not highlights. They're what an old football game looks like.
Well, this is football highlights. We're going to see if you guys can figure out what I'm watching.
Can I mention one thing?
Sure.
Your dad, which is our owner, signs a lot of our checks, et cetera, and his wife and everything else, like Kevin does. But he put out here the original ACC team should all pull out of their current conferences and reform the ACC. Duke, State, Carolina, Clemson, Maryland, and Virginia is what he had to say about what should happen.
Well, not if they don't want any money. This is two 50-yard field goals. Y'all know who that is kicking?
John Daly.
John Daly.
John Daly.
See that mullet from 50 yards away.
Straight on, not soccer style, booming 50-yard kicks through the uprights. Tom, you impressed?
It is pretty impressive.
Lefty.
He sobered up enough to hit that field goal. He's left-footed, too.
No part of that tweet said he was sober. This is 1992. He's
I was
drunk.
getting to say doing that in Denver.
He's the year I was born.
Yeah, it is weird. He is a right-handed golfer, and he's kicking left-handed. Kicking left-footed, kicking left-handed.
How many kickers do
job,
you
Terry.
see those
Hell
straight
no,
on?
Terry. He's kicking left-handed.
He's kicking left-handed. That's a heck of a kick. But, yeah, John Daly, 50-yard field goals. That's pretty good. Tom, what was your distance?
Mine?
Your max. Did you have a max? What was the longest one?
I tried to kick like him straight on, but we had David Cooper was our PAT guy, and I don't think he missed a PAT all year. And then we had Brian Ritter. Now, like Brian had like a real kicker's leg. I mean, Brian could put it in the end zone. He could probably hit him from 45, 50 yards away.
Terry, did you get an answer from that?
So,
all I'm doing is Tom keeps falling down the board here. That's all I'm getting out of
Like
this.
Toledo.
I mean, you know.
Tom, did you have a
Just
distance?
tell you.
What was
My
your
God.
distance, Tom?
while I was coming full circle, I was never given a chance to kick one in a game. So I
Practice. How far was you kicking?
Probably 30 yards.
You do more, and that's only from the 20.
I was a punter. My time wasn't good. I wasn't a kicker.
I was thinking Pasco was kicking.
Pasco was good. I'm just.
But you was a heck of a tackler.
I was. I was. But I'm just explaining. I'm just explaining that we had very good kickers, and there was no need for me to test my limits, Kevin.
USA Today ranked the top 10 NFL stadiums, and Jerry World is not on it.
Okay.
How is M&T
I'm just saying,
Bank
how
Stadium?
mad does that make Jerry? Something like that when this stuff comes out. He just
How
spent all
old is
that money.
Arrowhead Stadium?
I do too.
Maybe it's new ones. I mean, you know,
50
what I'm
years
saying?
old.
I mean, you know, maybe the new ones that come out, nobody's really give them a chance. It's all these older
I'm
fields.
guessing they
Lambeau Field. I don't care who you are, and I'm a Cowboy man. I do not care. That field's okay. It's up there in Washington, way up on outside where people are almost out of the United States.
Called the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
Terry.
but it's almost out of the United States. But if you go to Lambeau Field, you can't have no more pride-driven team than Green Bay. Their people own it. They buy tickets. I've got a guy that's working at West Lincoln right now, and he has bought lifetime tickets to get on the field, and he's moved up to like 70,000 or something. How far they are behind, and he's had this for 20 years of trying to move up to get where he can purchase because this is people dying. They just don't give up their tickets. When you buy a ticket at Lambeau Field, it stays with you forever. And he's moved up to like 70-some thousand.
Terry, that warehouse right there is ranked above Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, and that was just purchased.
What makes that better than? I mean, you can't say
That's
Jerry
not
World's
better.
not top 10.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm
Whatever
saying.
they're doing.
Somebody made a
If I
list
had
that
to
wasn't a
pick
Cowboy
one-
fan.
If I had to pick one, and I guess that, again, I would pick Lambeau Field just for the graphic of who owns it, what they do, and how long it's sold out, and you can't purchase a ticket there.
So we're going to pick our NFL playoff teams here in just a few moments. I wanted to show you guys quick something to keep in mind, and we keep picking this NFC South.
But the bracket's dropped, has it not now? Like it used to be, we used to have to pick 6, and now it's down.
7.
No, it's less.
No,
I think it's
the
less.
same. 7 teams out, 7 teams in.
I think it fell. I think it fell less.
7 teams last year. It was the year before. I did the research there.
I like to see that research.
Here, God Almighty.
Because I think it's fell. It
Here
went
is
down.
the Saints' schedule by starting quarterback, who they'll be playing. Keep this in mind when you pick the NFC South. Ryan Tannehill, Bryce Young, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Mac Jones, C.J. Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, Desmond Ridder, Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford if he's alive in Week 16, Baker Mayfield maybe in Week 17, and Desmond Ridder again in 18.
And when you look at that, you think they're going to go
17-0?
Yeah. Or 15-2 at the worst.
Golly. The NFC, I was looking at these teams to pick, and I'm like, they got no quarterbacks. I mean, it's bad that there's the whole NFC side and the AFC is kind of pretty hard to pick. And
I'm interested to see if the Baker's going to work out in Tampa Bay.
He went off in the preseason. I know it's preseason, but I don't think he missed but one pass.
All right, he went off in the preseason. Is not.
I know.
And he's facing against who? Trask. Come on.
Joe Montana was.
He has no backup to push him too much.
Right.
Joe Montana caught this week saying that Dan Marino is the greatest quarterback of all time. Said put Marino in today's game where he gets free release. And his receivers, holy cow, weren't very big. Now these guys are 6'4" and 6'5". I think Marino is probably one of the most unsung heroes of the game. people don't talk enough about him or realize the numbers that he put up during the times that he put them up. Montana says Mahomes has the potential to maybe pass Marino ever. Things he does is able to do are so different than what anybody else does out there. So
No, Marino paid today in the pass-happy offenses today.
It'd be
They were pretty
ridiculous.
pass-happy down in Miami, but they were pass-happy before it was cool.
Well, my whole deal is when I think of NFL quarterbacks, I think of Russell Wilson. When you take Lockett and you take Met, well, I'm just saying. Shut up, Tom. But when you take Lockett and you take Metcalf away from Russell Wilson, look what happened.
Is that who you think of, Kevin? You think of NFL quarterbacks? Russell Wilson. I think of Chris Winkie.
I'm just saying,
I don't want to say that. I don't see where he's going. No,
that's what I'm saying.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Said,
Go ahead and finish so I can get another sound bite.
Kevin said of wide receivers are more bigger, physical, and everything.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When I think of quarterbacks, I think of Russell Wilson leaving Lockett and Metcalf and going to Denver and having nothing.
Like Clayton and Duper weren't really big. You know, they were good.
They were good.
They weren't really big, though. I remember they called them the Marx Brothers. They had a pretty good team down there. But you know what? No championship. That's why Dan Marino's not as
That's it.
He come out.
If he would have had a championship. He only went to
Was
one
it
Super Bowl.
85? 85?
He went to one Super Bowl, and that was it. And then I think they got beat 14-0 in that
wasn't
Super Bowl.
85 because that was the Bears. Bears was 85. It must have been 84.
Bears were really good. But the Dolphins beat the Bears in 85.
Yeah, that's right. They come
ruined
back.
their
They lost in
perfect
84.
Yeah, I remember it was a Monday night game.
And the Dolphins choked in the playoffs.
They choked in it.
To the Patriots.
Yep.
So yeah, you just people. I don't think the people realize that if you look and see some of the video of him playing, then the wide receivers coming out of a 3-point stance. Sometimes it would be him throwing in the spread. You wouldn't. I mean, people want to know what it's like. It's like Aaron Rodgers or any of the rest.
He did have that really quick release. I remember
super
that.
Cannon, but anyway. All right, let's pick some teams. I just thought it was interesting. But everybody, people forget it used to be Montana and Marino was kind of the debate. Marino was so good that they looked past those 4 championships because they were like, well, if Marino had Jerry Rice and Roger Craig and Charles Haley and that defense that they had in San Francisco. Real quick, nice little story here. Anthony Kendall was unranked as a high school recruit and received 0 Division I offers. Kendall decided to attend Baldwin Wallace University for 5 seasons. He didn't receive a combine invite, so attended 3 different pro days in 5 days. Scouts took notice of Kendall's athletic ability, but he ultimately ended up undrafted. Titans signed him as an undrafted free agent, and he showed out at training camp and made the 53-man roster. So unranked high school recruit walks on everything he can, and he walks on to a Titans 53-man roster, D-League to the league. So congratulations there, Anthony Kendall, Tennessee Titans, for your
Also, I heard
story of the week.
I don't know if they panned out. I think Chaz made a 53-man roster at the Jets. I think they come out and said that yesterday.
Okay, I can pull that up. Here's a wild stat real quick before we pick our games too, finally. Whoop. I was going to just let y'all guess. But since I pulled it up, the Steelers have not had a top 5 draft pick since 1970.
Wow.
And it was Terry Bradshaw.
When he had hair.
Terry Bradshaw was the last pick the Steelers made in the
amazing.
top
That is amazing.
5. It's not that they're all that good
Just
as well.
well,
They've
it
never even
is.
traded up.
Yeah, but it
I
still
know
means
that.
they're that good.
I know, but the Panthers this year picked 1. Not because they were that bad, it's because they traded up. At no point did they even trade up to 5 or 4 or 3 and say, I'm going to go get that guy. But they've been that good over those years that they haven't even
They've
had
only had,
to.
what, like 3 coaches?
Yeah.
Well,
But
Tomlin's
think
never had a
about
losing
it.
season.
But think about it on the backside of it. No wonder. Look what conference they're in. There's nobody in it. Cleveland, never seen a Super Bowl, never touched one. Cincinnati, they just now got good.
Let's see how we can
And
do
Baltimore had 1 Super Bowl.
We'll see how we can do in our guessing.
They just now got good, and Baltimore's trash. I mean, you have to get up early to get this great analysis.
The only team not in the 2020s is the New England Patriots. 1994. Who did they draft in the top 5 in 1994?
Drew Bledsoe.
Terry, you got a guess?
1994.
Might have been too early for Bledsoe.
Who did the Patriots draft? You might be right. You might be wrong. I want to see if
I don't know. I
Everybody's
might
guess.
have been too early for it.
Tom, Terry, any guesses?
I'm not going to take a guess. That's not my team.
1994.
I have
Drew
no
Bledsoe
clue.
was drafted in 1993, number 1 overall. This was the 4th pick in the draft. Went to Willie McGinnis.
Ah,
Yeah, I'd say it was a solid pick.
Willie
Yeah.
McGinnis was the last
Yep.
Patriots top 5 picks. They've never traded up into the top 5. You know how Belichick doesn't really trade up at all.
But then you look back on that. Have they been good? Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're correct there, Terry. So there's your quick, fun little news and notes there for your top. You haven't had a top 5 pick. All right, let's pick some games. Let's see. Let's go over.
We're all
to-
going to pick a couple. Well, they playing a couple that Thursday before.
we got
Labor
one
Day.
Thursday game. We're picking the season.
We're
right
picking
here.
the season, Tom.
Playoffs.
Oh, God.
Season.
playoffs.
Playoffs.
Put that up there,
I'm getting
Kevin.
there, Terry.
Picking the season.
I'm getting there, Terry.
That way Tom will be with us.